Your 100th game as England manager, and it's a very important one.
Yeah, the game was more important than the landmark, so looking forward to the challenge. Very proud of the fact we're in another quarter-final, but we obviously haven't come here to get to a quarter-final, so a huge focus on a difficult...
What do you say to those who say, if the performance isn't better, England go out?
Yeah, it's possible. We haven't played at the level that I think is possible, but I'm not sure how many teams do in tournaments. And if I think back to my 4 tournaments as a player and the other tournaments as a manager, we've had some good performances, 1 or 2 standouts. But whenever I've watched those games back, even Holland in '96, when I watched it back, there were a lot of things that weren't right with it. So sometimes time changes.
Are Switzerland a substantial step up?
They're a good team, and they've of course got some momentum. They've had good results in the group phase. They've gained confidence, I'm sure, from their performance against Germany, for example. They've been together for quite a while, and their fans are having a carnival. So the energy behind them is maybe a different energy than the one we've been facing.
In what sense?
That they're having a carnival.
So how do you make it more fun? Because that's one thing, it's always been fun for England. It's not fun this time round.
Well, we're having fun. So I have to make sure that inside the camp there's an enjoyment of football and a joy of playing and a joy of working together and being together. And ultimately that is what we carry with us as a group.
Can the criticism be fuel? It's interesting, Jude Bellingham commented on giving it back after the game to the critics. Can that be fuel?
It can be.
Is it?
For some it will inhibit performance.
You've got to get that balance right.
Well, everybody is going to react differently to those things. So I'm 53. I know what it is for me, but if I was 19 or 20, I might feel differently about that.
I know you won't tell me what your formation is, whether Luke Shaw is going to be starting. Obviously those things are in the equation. What does 3 at the back give a team if you were to move to that?
It depends if you're building in a 3, defending in a 3 or a 5 or a 4. I think the modern game is so fluid that you're doing all of those things at different times, really. And they're things that you work on the training pitch. You might create a 3 at the back by pushing one of your fullbacks high. So yeah, everybody's quite fluid. The detail within the game is at the highest level is very, very intricate, and contrary to what people might think, we do a lot of work on that.
Why do you say that? Because I think you're in terms of your tactical plan, do you feel that that's not been clear enough to people what you've been doing? Do you feel that there's been too much criticism of your tactical plan then?
No, I think people that understand the game would see it.
You've won more tournament knockout matches than all the other England managers since 1966 combined. What does that count for going into Saturday?
Well, we're definitely more confident going into those games. I think having prepared for those types of games before is a help.
In your 99 games so far, is there anything you like to say to the players? Any part of your routine that always stays the same?
No, I think you're looking at slight differences every time. In the end, it's how can I best help the team? How can I best prepare these players for what might be coming?